This is the Comedy Food Truck Podcast. Be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Comedy Food Truck and subscribe to us on the Comedy Food Truck YouTube channel to watch full video versions of each episode every week. You can find links to all of this at comedyfoodtruck.com. Like us, share us, subscribe, and leave a review. Thank you for listening and enjoy the show.
You're listening to the Comedy Food Truck Podcast. We talk life, food, relationships, and have fun with all of it. And now here's your host, comedian John Hill.
Yes. You're back. We're back. Do you ever wonder sometimes, audience, when you turn this thing on, if we're even going to be there? Wouldn't that be weird? Like, I'm starting the podcast. There's just the opening, and at the end, it's just nothing.
Yeah.
Just crickets.
Crickets.
Not even crickets. That would just nothing.
For like 30 minutes.
Yeah, and they're just listening the whole time. Well, it's got to be a joke here somewhere. Somewhere there's a payoff.
Go all the way to the end waiting for it and nothing happens.
You're like, that's still better than the normal show.
Yeah. We're 78 episodes in. They're still waiting for the payoff.
Wait. If they're still listening, they're just dealing with disappointment.
That's right.
All right. Hey, listen, welcome to the show, guys. We're glad you're back. We have an awesome episode lined up for you. But before we start, I would like to introduce our illustrious crew. That's
Illustrious.
right. Illustrious.
When are they getting here?
Well, you're right. Let me just tell you about the dudes who are here. While we're waiting. We got some people booked, but this will be a while.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, to my left, as always, is Jared. That is your name, right, Jared?
It is. Yeah. This week.
I'm just playing. Jared helps us with tech and other things. Also, Wow. Now, one word at a time, John. Now getting into the creative side of it. You know, he's like booking talent and stuff like that, which you'll find out in a minute. But say hello, Jared.
Hey, everybody.
Jared is here. And my man, Scott. What is that on your pen, man? Only online can you see it. Is that a dog?
Yeah, that's Chippy the dog.
Chippy the dog.
Chippy the dog?
Yeah.
That's the voice you hear is Scott.
Chippy the dog. Hello.
Why are you only
Voice you
shaking
hear
his
is still Scott.
Why are you shaking his
I thought that
backside?
was
He's
Chippy the
happy.
dog.
This is his first appearance on Comedy Food Truck.
And what is Chippy? What the world? I've never heard no Chippy the dog.
Chippy's our new tech guy.
Yeah.
Chippy the dog. Some
Thought he was the intern.
kid from South Orange County. That's like his nickname. Hey, Chippy.
Chippy's one of these things, like a social media thing that they do these little animated things, and Chippy's driving a car and says, "Hey, I just want to say I love you."
Are you for real?
Okay. Yeah.
This is like a
can't
big
show-
thing that people know about? Anybody else heard of Chippy?
I know about
Nope.
it. No.
Nope.
People or Scott?
I'm not hip.
Yeah, just me.
So Chippy is this, what, like a...
It's a dog.
No, I know it's a dog. I'm trying to figure out what kind of dog.
I don't know.
Dog? Like a white lab, maybe? A
Probably.
beagle? I don't know,
It's a
right?
labradoodle.
So if it's a brown lab, would it be a chocolate Chippy? That's terrible.
Wow. Oh.
Just
I'm
from
gonna
the
look-
islands, could it be a banana Chippy?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Yeah.
I can go all day with this.
I know.
From Idaho, it'd be a potato chippy.
Right, exactly.
Here we go.
Right.
And when
Chippy.
you're relaxing, you don't got nothing to do, just check it out. Chippy the dog.
That I never have nothing to do, first of all.
I know.
Secondly,
It's just
if I had nothing to do, the first thing on my mind is not going to be, hey, I wonder what Chippy's up to.
Well, and the pin kind of looks like you're looking down on him after he got run over.
yeah, he's
like
actually,
roadkill.
Right. Yeah.
he's actually like got his hands up in the air and he's going wee
Is that what he's
Okay.
doing?
like that.
Okay.
All right.
Wee.
See,
I was
I'm-
thinking more like splat.
But he's
All
got
right.
some other like animated ones where he's got this little scarf
do this.
and he swings around, he's dancing, and he's just it's just a cool little thing.
And was this something you bought for yourself?
No. It was
Somebody gave this to you?
Yeah.
So that's why you're selling it so hard.
Well, it was kind of
Somebody gave it
was,
to you, so-
well, yeah, it was a relationship thingy. You know, it's kind
Wow. So like a promise ring?
of.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'm old fashioned. I grew up with Snoopy.
Okay, it's like a Snoopy.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Chippy is
He
not
just
Snoopy.
got no cartoon yet.
That's ridiculous. No, Chippy
Chippy,
is not
Snoopy.
Snoopy. Good Lord.
It's like calling Hydrox an Oreo. I mean, come on.
That's like Kwame Brown and Shaq. That don't work that way. Smush Parker is Kobe. Chippy.
Who's
I'm
this?
feeling chippy.
Chippy the dog.
Chippy
Great.
the dog.
It's gonna be a long night.
And that's Scott, by the way. Everybody say hey, Scott.
Hello. Hey, Scott.
Start calling you Chippy now. Chippy Star
Chippy the
Lord.
milkman?
Chippy the Well, see, you went there first. You went there first.
There it is. Check the box.
And our final entrance into the nobody cares about this show category.
Gosh.
No, I'm kidding. Is our man Ray. Ray, what's up, man?
Hi, everybody.
I said our man Ray. That said, what's up, man?
Hi, John.
What's up, Chippy?
I am Chippy today.
You are Chippy, the
Right.
dog,
Chippy.
my dog.
Chippy.
My dog.
Good
Chippy.
man. All right, so everybody's been introduced. Go ahead, sir. Sorry, didn't
No,
mean to
Not
cut you off.
everybody. Not everybody.
Chippy dog.
No, not well, sort of. I'm about to hand the show over to Jared, who has a guest for us.
I do.
Jared, take the
you
wheel.
want to take it away? Jared, take the
Oh,
wheel.
wow.
Wow. Man, there are people rolling in their grave now. Man, I was in trouble and I called on the wrong dude. I should have said Jared, not Jesus.
Please don't. Everybody, please don't.
Jared, take the wheel. Chippy, take the wheel.
Hey, he could do that.
No, he can't.
Apparently, with a scarf over his head.
I'm about to break this to you, but Chippy's not real. Is he animated on all these videos, or is it a
Yes.
real dog? Oh, okay.
If I could, I'd show you, but I don't have anything to.
Okay.
It's
Are you chewing on the air?
Scott is eating.
Scott,
smacking
Scott
like
wants
crazy,
to
isn't it?
die.
Oh, you can hear it. Crunch, crunch.
Right.
Oh.
Done.
While I'm talking, look up misophonia. It's a real thing. All right.
Wow. Scott getting all
I know
bold, though.
something.
Oh my
Isn't there another
gosh.
song that kind of sounds like that?
Well, what, misophonia? Oh, gosh. No, there isn't, Scott.
No, there is
We don't
not.
talk about
Look
things
at
like
Scott
that.
getting all bold. He got himself a love trinket, and now he's all bold
Love
and stuff.
trinket.
He's all bold. Somebody gave him something. He's like, man,
I got a gift.
got me a gift.
You got me a gift.
Chippy the dog sings that, doesn't he?
Somebody
think
loves
so.
me. Gave me a run over dog.
Right.
Hi, Jared.
Okay.
Hi, Jared.
We do. We have a real guest, a real live person guest.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, a human being,
A human being, not
Hopefully
just a voice.
not named Chip.
Yeah. So I want to bring him in. This is my friend, Jeremy Peters.
Yay! We did
Yes.
Big applause.
What's up, guys?
What's happening, man?
Not much. I'm enjoying just having a front seat to this Chippy the dog stuff, man.
That's
He's
it,
a-
man.
I see a whole episode on Chippy the dog soon.
It's coming.
Oh,
It's
my
coming.
Yeah.
goodness,
Yeah.
Lord,
Yep.
no.
Should be a sponsor.
We get Chippy to sponsor us.
He would. I bet you he would.
He might.
Everybody would get pens. That's about it, though.
I think Chippy the dog got run over by the comedy food truck.
Plus, it's really cool that Scott's got on that old like OP shirt. You know, what's that? Remember that
OP?
brand? Was it
Yeah.
OP? Yeah, the OP.
Corduroy
I said
shorts.
OP. Yeah, the OP shirt with the wave
Yeah.
with Chippy the dog.
I think it's Quicksilver, right?
Is that what it is? Yeah.
Is that what it is? I don't
One
even
of them.
know.
One of them.
I know.
One of them
That's like
surf
saying
brands.
Chippy is Snoopy. But anyway, go ahead.
Anywho,
Go ahead.
Jeremy's here.
Hi, Jeremy.
Jeremy.
So Jeremy and
Said
I.
Jeremy.
I know, Jeremy. Sorry, my bad.
Jeremy.
We've been friends for, gosh, I don't know, 10 years? 9
Probably,
years?
yeah.
Something like that.
Nice.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
sounds about right.
So we first met at church. We actually became really fast friends. This is one of those things where you just, you meet somebody, you get in a conversation with them, and then feel like you've known them for years.
Old friends that just met.
Yep. Yeah.
I've never had that experience.
Really? You're about to have it with Jeremy.
Okay.
He's that guy. He's that guy.
Hey, Jeremy, can I borrow $20?
I still haven't paid him back the $20 from the first time we talked. So
Yeah, get it from Jared.
I've had friends like that, but I'm not fast. We had to be, averagely paced friends.
yeah.
Wow.
So Jeremy is you're a former youth pastor or pastor? Both. I knew you were youth pastor. Both.
Yeah, I've never been a senior pastor, but I've done pastoral stuff.
Right.
Pretty much anything in a church other than the senior pastor I've done.
guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Also a worship leader and musician. We got to play together a few times.
Yeah.
Husband and father of 2 boys.
Yep.
We'll get into that. And you were originally from the Chicago area.
I'm originally from Iowa, actually.
right.
So
That's right.
Yeah, grew up a Chicago fan just because my grandfather was a huge diehard Cubs fan, and so grew up on his lap watching Harry Carey and the Cubs play. So
Yeah.
I just adopted all Chicago teams.
Yeah. Harry Carey, one of the greatest and drunkest announcers ever.
Absolutely.
Holy cow!
Absolutely. I
The
actually,
moon was made of cheese.
I met him one time.
Did you
actually.
really?
Yeah, him and Steve Stone were at a spring training game.
That's a great
and
baseball name,
I
too, by the way.
recognized him. Yeah, Steve Stone.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's Stoner.
No,
Sorry.
Steve Stone.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
good, too.
I walked right up to him, got their autograph, and,
Yeah,
and
nice.
I'm sure Harry was drunk at that point too, but I had no idea.
Smashed.
Wasted.
Hey, kid. Here's a bottle opener. Bring me a bud.
I'll sign the bottle.
I'll sign the bottle.
Oh man. So
How have you heard of this dog, Chippy? Apparently he dances with a scarf.
Great.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jeremy.
no, you're fine.
We're going nowhere fast.
Oh boy, that's subtitle of our show. Yes.
They're fast.
Anyway,
Going
gosh.
nowhere fast.
Wow.
I honestly don't know how to get this back on the
I don't
rails
even
at this
know.
point.
It's like my
Do you need
autobiography.
to?
Not really. No, we just let
That's
it go.
my autobiography.
We're good.
John Hill, going nowhere fast.
Built for no speed.
That means it's two reasons. He's going nowhere, and he can't go anywhere fast.
He's got two speeds: slow and stop.
And sleep.
Speed.
It's the three S's.
Forward and
Slow,
sleep.
stop, and sleep.
Oh boy.
Hey, Jared. It's all you, man. Back to you.
guess.
Back
So
to you.
great to bring in guests.
I know. we
Hey.
never have anyone else in here to have fun
Don't
with.
we have somebody on the show?
Oh boy.
Is everybody showing off for the new kid? Is that is that what's going on?
I think
Yeah.
that's what's happening.
Harry
sorry.
Carey. I love that. Go ahead, sorry.
Oh man. So I just want to get a little bit into your background,
Yeah.
kind of just a nutshell of like where you've been, where you came from, what led you to Phoenix. Because
Yeah.
I didn't say that earlier. He's in Phoenix now, so poor guy.
So Iowa to Chicago to Phoenix.
Just Iowa to
Just
Phoenix.
Iowa to
I-
Phoenix.
Oh, just
Yeah.
straight Iowa to Phoenix. Sorry.
Yep. Yep. Never ended up in Chicago. My dad actually moved us when I was in fourth grade. He wasn't making any money in Iowa, and he was an auto body mechanic, and so he
should have been in Detroit.
so he went to Arizona and found a job and moved us there when I was in fourth grade, and
Nice.
been here ever since. We were in northern Arizona in the Sedona area for a while, which is the most beautiful
Ah,
place
that's
in
nice. Yeah.
all of Arizona, and so we lived there for 10 years, and my wife's family was up there, so we did that and then came back to Phoenix about 11 years ago, and yeah, we love it here. It's you get all the best of all worlds. We're like literally a day trip from almost anything you want to do.
yeah, yeah.
Except the
So
beach.
Except the
yeah,
beach.
we love it.
He said it's a day's trip. It's just
Yeah,
not
we
worth
could
it.
get. I could be on the
sure.
beach in
It's a
6
long day.
hours.
Yeah, it's a long day. Yeah. It's true.
We can too in traffic.
That's
It
right.
takes us about the same amount of time. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's 20
Doesn't
miles
take
away.
me much longer.
No.
Right.
Very good point.
So I just want to get a little bit into your influences. I know, like I mentioned before, you've been on staff at churches. You've done all kinds of things, really. You're a podcast host, which we'll get into in a minute. But I kind of just wanted to ask you, like, from all the places you've been, all the things you've experienced, who would you say are like maybe 2 or 3 of the most influential people in your life? Like, who's kind of brought you through to be who you are now?
Yeah, I've actually there's a handful of them outside of my own father, who was probably the most influential and continues to be the most influential. I'm one of the lucky guys that gets to be an adult and in my 40s and still have my dad. And so,
Yeah.
and I have a great relationship with him, but he's number one on that list. And then, you know, I had a youth pastor who really believed in me and, you know, kind of took me under his wing, and we were hanging out every week. And he's also a guy that brought me out of when I hit rock bottom. And he wasn't even at our church anymore, but I hit rock bottom. I called him, and he got me into a Bible college. That's what's a crazy story. It was Thursday. I called him. Bible college started Monday, and he got me into school. And I walked in with baggy pants and long hair and my lowrider, and I was bumping Tupac driving into Bible college. And here I got pastors' kids and missionaries' kids, and they're like, "Who is this guy?" And but I met another guy that kind of helped me there, and that was the president of the college, and he looked past all of that stuff and saw the heart of who I was, and he laughed at the outside stuff, and then bring me in behind closed doors, and we had some real meaningful talks. And
Nice.
So he was another guy. And then as an adult, I left the church altogether and then came back with the help of this like 5'6" bald-headed Puerto Rican guy. I'm 6'4".
Yeah.
So
I'm
so
trying to
there's a
picture
huge-
you still in baggy pants at 6'4", by the way.
Right. Well,
We're at a tent.
I have pictures somewhere, but yeah. So this guy just, he believed in me from day one, and he told me, this is before I'd even walked into ministry, and the first time he met me, he says, "You're the next bass player in our youth group," and I laughed at him, and sure enough, a year and a half later, I was the bass player in his youth group, and every Tuesday night he was mentoring me, and we were walking through scripture, and we were walking through life stuff, and we were walking through some real hard stuff, and he's really responsible for turning my life around again when I needed it. So
Nice.
It's cool.
yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome.
It's a good story. Like it.
So you and I had talked, it was about a year and a half ago or so. Maybe not that long. I don't even know. The days are running together over the last year and a half. I mean, January seems like it was like 2 years ago.
Yeah, there's the COVID multiplier, I
Yeah.
think, is in there.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't remember exactly when it was, but it seems to me it was like right on the January of last year that you called me and said, "Hey, man, you're doing a podcast. I'm thinking about doing a podcast myself." And we had a long conversation about what you were trying to accomplish and the things that you wanted to do. So I just wanted to have our listeners, because our listeners, if they're not familiar with your podcast, it's called Yesterday's Narrative. And you basically just interview real people about real stories.
Yep.
And some cool stories too. So I kind of
Yeah.
just wanted to get your, for you to share with our audience, like what brought you to that place and what made you start Yesterday's Narrative podcast.
Yeah, so it was probably more like this time last year, like May, June, I think,
Okay.
because the George Floyd stuff had just happened, and social media just erupted at that point with everybody spewing what they wanted to spew, whether it was Blue Lives Matter or Black Lives Matter or whatever they wanted to say, and so people were just off the rails saying all these things, and it wasn't helping any situation. But I realized in that is that, man, George Floyd has a story, and I would love to have heard his story. That cop that kneeled on his neck, what's his story? Why is he the way he is? And I just started thinking these things in my brain, like, man, why are people the way they are? And then I started watching people spew their narratives to their circle, and in Facebook and social media, it just goes to your circle.
Right.
So, and your circle is just people that are like yes men anyways. So they're like, yeah, whatever, So I thought, well, why not start a platform where real people can tell their stories, whatever it is, and then we can just broadcast this platform to anybody and everybody that wants to listen to it. And so you have a story. Why are you the way you are? Let's talk about it. And yeah, I've had some fantastic stories. It's kind of crazy because I didn't start out this way. I started out with, a lot of people that are like me, but I ended up getting a lot of minorities on and having some real race conversations with some strong Black women and men. And, it's been really, really good, been eye-opening for me. And if nobody else gets anything out of it, I feel like I've grown in the last year just listening to these people's stories. And, and part of it was I think it was Daryl Davis is his name. He was the keyboard player for, I think, Rick James.
Okay.
And he Black dude. And he's like, he's befriended like over 200 people in the KKK and brought them out of the KKK.
Wow.
And his whole thing is, how can people hate me and not know me?
Yeah.
And that was my whole thing, is like, okay, I want to get to know you. I'm not going to, there's no way I'm going to be able to at least not understand you after I hear your story. And that's kind of where I'm coming from with it, is I just want people to be understood and have their stories out there. We spend so much time, listening to celebrities talk. Why not listen to real people?
Right. Yeah, man. I love that you've given this platform. When you first told me about it, I was like, this is a great thing. And it's turned out that way. It really has.
Thank you.
Yeah. Give me something that stands out. I mean, you kind of just mentioned a few details there, but if there's one or two things that really stand out over all of your episodes that just kind of stuck with you, besides anything that you've already, if it's already what you mentioned, but that's cool. But I was just curious if there's anything else that's really stood out to you.
Yeah, one thing that has stood out to me is that human beings are capable of overcoming just about anything. And, I had a girl on who was pregnant at 15, had the baby, got married to an abusive husband at 18. Baby died of cancer at 10.
Oh my gosh.
Meanwhile, the husband is beating the mess out of her, abusing drugs, making her abuse drugs, won't let her leave, won't let her have a phone, won't let her have anything. And she leaves, and finally, and she's dealing with this with all these other kids. And there's just more to her story, but now knowing her, like, she is a strong woman. Yeah. And you would never know that her past without, if you saw her today. And so there's so many stories like that. And we as humans are capable of overcoming so many things. And as someone that struggles with depression, that's such a good message for me to hear, is that, you might feel like it's not going to get any better than what it is right now, but I will guarantee you it's going to. Yeah. And you can overcome this no matter what the circumstance is. You can overcome.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm glad you said that, man, because I struggle with depression as well and anxiety, and it's an ugly beast. And
sure is.
You get to that point where you just feel like there is no hope there. And even knowing God and feeling like I have a solid relationship with Christ, it still gets to you.
Sometimes it's not enough.
Yeah, no one's immune to it.
That's right.
That we all have our things that we have to go through, and being open and honest about it, and giving people a platform, because you never know when you look at someone, and you kind of alluded to this, is like, you look at someone, you have no idea what they're going through.
Right.
Unless you really know them and you get to the depths of them, you have no idea what they're dealing with.
Right.
And I think the more open we can be about this and kind of erasing that stigma of either mental illness or depression or those kinds of things, and we start to talk about it and kind of normalize it, because there are a lot more people that go through it than we even know.
That's right. And stop comparing our behind the scenes with everybody else's highlight reel.
Yeah, it's all different anyway. I mean, the things that depress you are not the things that depress me.
That's right.
That's
right.
So I just think it's great, man, that you've given this platform to people just speak their mind and just be honest and talk about their lives and give people some hope.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So, I feel like you've kind of attacked, because that's the reason we started this too. We wanted to just give people an escape, a reason to laugh, just to get away from daily life. And you've kind of approached it that same way and just taken a different spin on it. Yeah. So
every time I hear one of your episodes, I walk away with a smile. Because y'all are just having fun in that room. I'm like, man, I just love to sit in that room for a minute. So I love it.
That's awesome. Well, we're going to have some fun here in a minute, but before we do, I just wanted to, if you could tell our listeners where they can find your podcast and just some details about your show.
Yeah, we're on most of the platforms. So Spotify and Apple Music, Google, Amazon, Audible. Yeah, we're on all of those. Libsyn. It's just Yesterday's Narrative Podcast. It's the if you're watching, it's right behind me, the green Y and the green N. You look for that and you'll be able to find it.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Great show. Everybody go check it out immediately.
Yeah.
Jeremy's a great interviewer and just a great person overall. So thanks for coming on. But I wanted to get some stuff that you are a sports nut. And
slightly.
A little bit. And John, our host,
is just nuts. He's just nuts.
Yeah, it's a total setup. Right.
Well, I've been accused of that too. So.
Yeah. So I gathered together some trivia here that we're just going to whip through real quick, and we'll have some fun with. And I have some NBA trivia, I have some Major League Baseball trivia, and I have some NFL trivia. So pick your poison at this point, and we will run with it. John, you got a preference?
No.
No?
Jeremy could pick. Let him pick.
John's an expert in everything.
Let's start with some MLB.
MLB? All right.
Yeah.
All right. So we get to these, Scott. I'll have you read the NBA trivia, and then Ray, you can read the NFL when we get to it.
I can't read.
There we go.
Oh, you're sharing.
All right.
Sharing is caring.
And we still use paper on this show. We're old.
Nice.
There's the question.
Wow.
It's not
Okay.
cardstock.
Nope, it's not. We can't afford that.
Blue card.
All right. MLB trivia. This is Major League Baseball trivia for those that don't know what MLB means. All right. So just say your name is the buzzer. So
Your name.
your actual name. So Jeremy or John.
I'd like to
Okay.
be known as Chippy.
Yeah. John will be answering as Chippy. Okay, question number 1. Who hit over 500 home
Chippy.
runs?
The answer is Darth Maul.
Wrong show.
Oh, is this not still
Wrong show, not the Star Wars.
Not bad.
That was a few weeks ago. Yeah.
And that's
That's
Chewy, not Chippy.
All right.
Darn it.
All right, for reals. Who hit over 500 home runs as a Phillies third baseman?
Oh, John.
Jeremy.
John got it.
Schmidt, Mike Schmidt.
Mike Schmidt. That is
Mike
correct.
Schmidt.
All right. Can we keep score, or do we want to keep score?
No, because that just leads to competition, and nobody likes to compete
Okay,
anymore.
here.
Oh,
I
is
got
that
it.
what-
I got it.
We're all winners.
Ray's got it. He's been counting on his fingers.
Oh, good. So hopefully we won't get
We
more
all
than
get
three.
participation
Yeah,
ribbons
that's
anyways.
right.
Hopefully we won't get more than 3. Yes, I
Here's
love my
your ribbon. You
participation.
tried.
Okay, let me see if I can whip through these. I got a bunch here, but I won't read them all. Which baseball player for the Boston Red Sox was MVP of the American League in 1995?
I think
Jeremy.
Jeremy.
Manny Ramirez.
No, not Manny Ramirez.
John.
So close.
John.
No more.
No, that was earlier.
Nope, not no more.
95. Okay.
It was.
26 years ago.
You guys want another shot at it?
Big Poppy. No?
No, that was way.
I think he was still in Minnesota, if he was even playing at that.
I don't even have a clue.
95.
I didn't watch the Eastern. I don't like Boston.
I don't
Can't
either.
stand them. 95. Yeah. That's too current for me.
You want me to just say it?
Sure.
Yeah.
It was Mo Vaughn.
See, that's what I was thinking when I said Big Poppy.
Wow.
Yeah, I knew he was a big dude. That could
He
hit
was
the
a big
ball.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Then the Angels signed him.
Yeah,
became
that was it. Which baseball player was famous for his 56-game hitting streak?
John
John.
DiMaggio.
DiMaggio is it.
Which one? Which DiMaggio?
Which DiMaggio? The
Yeah.
one that hit 56 games in a row. That was a Joe, right?
It was Joe.
DiMaggio.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Is there another DiMaggio?
Oh, yeah.
Is
There's
there-
a couple of them.
Chippy
didn't know that.
DiMaggio.
Chippy, yeah.
The one that played
Chippy
for the
and Dom.
Yankees.
The lesser known.
The one that played for
Snoopy?
the
His
Yankees.
milkman brother.
Snoopy. Chippy DiMaggio. That's my favorite. I love that. Chippy. Yeah, it was Chippy.
All right. Mariano Rivera is the last active major leaguer to wear. Jeremy.
42. Number 42,
Yep.
Jackie Robinson.
Who? Jackie Robinson. Okay, that's the answer I was looking for. So yeah, he wore number 42. That was the last active player to wear that number.
It's retired in every stadium.
Yep, it
What
is.
should be retired also is number 21, but you don't know what that is.
Roger Clemens.
Who's that? Chippy
I thought
No,
that
but
DiMaggio?
that's
I thought that was
close.
Blackjack.
That's close. That's Roberto Clemente.
Oh,
Yeah, Roberto Clemente.
Yeah.
I didn't know
That
he wore
should be. Yeah, that should
For
be
Latinos, he
retired
should
as
be.
well.
Yeah, he should be retiring that for Latinos. And for
Yeah,
white guys,
That's true.
I don't kid. I'm just kidding. Doesn't matter.
Who was the first one to pick up a bat? All right.
Abner Doubleday. What number was he? Sorry.
Chippy Double
One.
D.
Okay. On April 6, 2001, President Bush threw out the first pitch at which new ballpark?
John.
John.
That's whatever replaced Arlington Park in Texas, but I can't think of the name of it.
You are wrong, sir.
It's not even the right city.
Not even the right city.
Don't forget it then.
That's a
2001?
Yes.
Oh, that was right after 9/11.
That was before.
right before.
This was
That's
April
what I
6th.
meant.
Yeah.
That's what I meant. It's the same year. April 6th is 9. I don't know. I don't know the
Jeremy?
answer. Sorry, Jeremy.
Did they? Was that the new White Sox stadium?
No, it was not. It was Miller
Or was
Park in Milwaukee.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
That's why
I was in the right area.
You were. You're close.
That's why I don't know because
few miles away.
Nobody
Okay.
cares about Milwaukee.
All right, let me give you two more.
Do we have listeners in Milwaukee?
Okay.
I don't
We
think
did.
No, we're not very
We
good
did.
at this.
You guys are doing too bad. How many Cy Young Awards did the Braves pitchers win during the 1990s?
John,
John.
0.
No.
I was hoping it was like one of those they were overlooked.
Yeah.
Which
I wanna
pictures
say
are you referring to?
I want to
That's
say
the other question.
4.
4? Okay.
Yeah.
In the 90s.
You were much closer. It was actually 6.
Okay.
Yeah, with Tom
Smoltz.
Glavine and
Smoltz,
Smoltz.
Glavine, and Maddox.
And
Yeah.
Maddox, yeah. And did Steve Avery, did he win one? I can't remember.
I don't even know.
Maddox did.
But he had
Yeah.
a good sitcom.
Maddox.
All right, last one. Talking about numbers in baseball, who was the Yankees' legendary number 7?
John.
John.
Is that Mantle? Mickey Mantle?
Mickey Mantle is it. All right.
Nice.
That's the MLB trivia.
Nice.
So, 3-1, John.
John 3.
Okay,
Jeremy
I'm
Jeremy
not
won.
talking trash, but that's my
Man.
worst sport.
All right, Scott's got some NBA trivia.
NBA,
Not talking
NBA.
trash, but that was my worst sport.
National Badminton Association,
That's right.
right?
Yes.
That's how it feels after they got rid of the hand check.
The coat check.
Okay, ready?
And check.
All right.
John,
Michael Jordan.
Can you hear? Well, first of all, hang on.
answer it every time. He's going to be right at least once.
Can you hear Scott? Try it.
Hello.
Sure. Why
Okay.
not?
Okay.
Yeah, let's
He
go with
talked
it.
louder into the microphone, even
did.
though
All right.
it's this. Yes,
Okay. What player scored the most points in one game?
John.
Jeremy.
Will Chamberlain.
Yeah, John got it with Will Chamberlain.
Will.
100 points. 100 points. Hershey, Pennsylvania.
Who has the most career assists?
Ray.
Jeremy.
Jeremy. Right.
John Stockton.
John Stockton.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
right.
Is it Stockton?
Really?
Yeah.
I was debating. I thought there was another guy.
Born
Go
and
ahead.
raised in Stockton, son.
Downtown Stockton.
Okay, that's-
Downtown.
That's not John Stockton. but go ahead.
Okay,
Got
whatever.
some
It was named for John. Yeah.
Yes.
Read it.
It was named for John.
some back knee
Yeah, everybody there
No
got
idea.
hairy legs and short shorts.
and back knee.
Chippy the cousin. My cousin Chippy.
Oh, man.
Close your eyes, Chippy.
Okay, who has won the most career NBA championships as player?
Jeremy.
Okay. What is
Yeah,
it?
Robert
Jer-
Ory.
No.
No.
John.
John.
John Havlicek.
No.
Dang it. It's somebody with 11, though.
Bill
It's
Russell.
one of those. Yeah, it's one of the
That's
Celtics.
right.
Yeah, Jeremy said
Jeremy
it. Bill
got
Russell.
it.
I wasn't
Bill
sure if Havlicek got him because
I had
he
to throw
coached.
Big Shot Bob in there,
Yeah,
though.
yes. Thank you
No,
for
yeah,
that.
Bob's only got 7. I think Russell's got, what,
He's
10?
got 11.
Does
10.
he have all? He didn't
Oh, is
play
he
all
11?
Oh, is he a player coach?
Player coach.
For some reason, I thought Havlicek had him by 1, but go ahead. Sorry.
Which team has the most NBA final appearances?
Appearances. Oh, wow. John.
Yes.
I'm probably wrong, but I'm going to say appearances?
Yes.
Shoot. It's either Celtics or Lakers.
I'll take whatever
I'm
one
gonna go
you
down.
don't
I'm
use.
gonna go down the ship, picking my favorite team because I can't even say that other word. So Lakers.
Yeah.
Yes.
It is the
is?
Lakers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought it might have been the Celtics, but they just win more. Not now. So,
We tied.
All right. So, what player has the highest career points per game?
that's a good question.
per game.
Come on,
I don't
Jeremy.
think it's who you think it is. To be honest with you,
Is it Mike?
Mike who?
stupid.
Michael Jordan.
Yes.
It is Michael
is
Jordan.
That's
He has the
correct.
highest-
Yes.
Wow.
You are correct, sir.
I didn't think he
Yeah.
did.
Hi-yo.
No, that's the
Yeah, I
obvious
was
answer.
like going back like Elgin Baylor and
Right.
like back in those days.
No,
like,
I even thought somebody more recent had got him, but maybe not. Obviously not. So
Who has the most NBA titles as a head coach?
John,
Yes.
it's Phil.
Jackson.
There you go.
Yeah,
Phil
Phil
Jackson.
Jackson.
Yep.
yeah, he beat Red, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Which team drafted Kobe Bryant?
John,
Yes.
Charlotte Hornets.
Yes.
Who'd they trade for him?
Vladdy,
Vladdy.
the smoking
Yes.
Divots.
Floppy Divots.
Floppe Divots.
You know what? I just realized not long ago that there was a trade on the table for the Bulls to trade for Kobe Bryant, but they didn't want to give up Ben Gordon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I didn't know who else they were giving
Sorry
up,
about
but
that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, future Hall of Famer Ben Gordon right there.
Yeah, but there were other guys. I just don't know who the other guys were.
I can't remember.
I can't remember who they had at that time.
don't either.
So, yeah.
Ben Gordon's in the Stockton, California Hall of Fame, I think is what it is.
There we go.
Some
He's out
warehouse
there.
on the dock,
Out there popping back knee.
hanging up.
That Ben Gordon can
Right.
TikTok.
Jerseys up in the
Okay. Who
rafters.
is the lowest seeded team to win the NBA title?
John.
That's a good question.
I know the Rockets were 6, so I'm going to go with the Rockets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Rockets were 6.
Right.
The Rockets.
Dang.
Wow.
Until this year.
Yeah.
When the Lakers ranked 7th, we'll win the title.
Okay. Who is the lowest seeded team to make it to the NBA Finals?
That's a great question. Could also be the
Oh,
Rockets.
I know that one. Isn't it Miami?
It is not Miami.
Oh,
Miami.
was it Miami a 7?
Is there anybody lower than 6 that's
Close.
made it, I guess? I'm trying to think. So
I believe they were the 8th seed
You think
when they got in.
Okay.
I'm trying. I know who the team
the
is.
Nuggets were 8 and beat number 1, but they didn't go to the finals 8.
Right.
Maybe it's probably somebody in the East. Man, I don't have a clue. I'm sorry. I won't
Pick
even
somebody.
guess. The Washington Bullets.
You are correct, sir.
I don't know.
It's the New York Knicks.
Yep.
What,
was the-
what were they?
It was the 98-99 season, right?
98, 99.
What seed were they?
They were 8. They were the 8th seed with Sprewell and
There's hope.
Allen Houston.
They still have Ewing?
Allen Houston.
I think that was Ewing's maybe last year.
Was that the year he was injured?
I think it was the year, yeah, because he did not play in the
Maybe
finals.
that's
that
why
year.
they were the 8th seed, because he got hurt. They
Yeah,
probably dropped.
they lost to the Spurs.
Yeah.
Is that a John Starks year?
I don't think so.
No,
I
it was
think he's
after
gone.
Starks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they blew it up a little bit.
All right, give us 2 more.
All right, who has the most career rebounds?
Man, that's such a great quarter. There's a lot of good rebounders. John. The guy I'm thinking now is the Detroit guy. Ben Wallace.
No.
No,
Jeremy,
it's
you want
not
a shot?
Ben Wallace.
Oh, total rebounds.
Total
I was thinking
rebounds.
average. Sorry.
Really?
It's not Rodman.
It says the most career rebounds. yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I missed it.
Really?
I missed it.
That's cool.
It's gotta be
Yeah,
somebody
I
who played a long
don't-
time. Somebody played, maybe
Yeah,
Kareem.
it's somebody that's played a while.
Yeah, it's gotta be somebody who's played a long
John
time.
said Kareem.
No.
No, Jeremy?
That's only my second guess to his none.
Let's go David Robinson.
No.
Oh, he wasn't.
I know that's incorrect.
Yeah, he
but-
Who is this guy?
It's Wilt Chamberlain,
Chamberlain.
23,924.
That was the
That's
obvious one that I should have went with.
insane.
He used to
Right.
one season he
He
averaged.
already got the points.
What did he average? Was it 25 or 50 rebounds?
He averaged
50
something.
points and like 25 rebounds.
Something
like that.
ridiculous.
Holy
Yeah.
Ton.
All right, the last one. I'm going to make it a hard one here. Who is the first
Wait,
player
time
to
out.
be...
Wait, before
Hold
you
on.
finish that question. How in God's green earth do you know what a hard one is when it comes to basketball? How do you know what's hard
Chippy-
in basketball?
Chippy told him.
That's what I want to know. Is
Yeah.
how you decided.
Chippy just told me.
Chippy
He's
was like,
pointing at his ear. Can
Chippy's
you-
in his ear.
ask him this one. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
All right, who is the first player to be drafted #1 without playing college or high school basketball in the U.S.?
Chippy.
John.
Jeremy.
John.
Jeremy.
Go ahead.
Oh, who
I'll
said
let
it
Jeremy
first?
go first because I already know who it
Kwame
is.
Brown.
No.
No.
Oh, in the U.S.?
In the U.S.
Not playing high school ball?
Not playing high school,
Oh,
not
I
playing
was totally
college
in a
or
different-
high school basketball in the U.S.
Oh,
I was in a different
Kwame
place.
Brown was the first one out of high school.
He's not. Well, he also didn't play out of America. So basically, the first foreign-born, sort of first
Number 1
pick.
pick.
Who was that?
Yao Ming.
No, could be Yao. Actually, that could be, but I think it's earlier than that. I was thinking Spencer Hayward because he was the first one they played without playing college. So I got my brain mixed up. I don't actually know, but I'll say Yao. But that's only because I don't really know.
That's who it was.
You're
it was.
kidding?
Yeah,
Ray
Yao
got
Ming.
one. That's one for me.
Wow.
That's
I guess
it.
part of it is he can't think of
I just-
anybody else that was not American.
I just
that
needed to
was
give a
number one.
shout out to Kwame Brown. There.
That's
I
it
just-
for
Right,
this one.
Kwame.
Ba 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 boom.
He's going off on people right now, and I want to make sure I'm on his good list.
Officially, I would not call him a bust. I would call him a disappointment. Busts don't make it past a year or two. Mm-hmm. You can't play for
Yeah.
10 or 12 years like he did and be a bust.
Right.
But
Yeah.
disappointment for sure. He didn't live up to the hype.
Greg Oden, bust.
Yeah. No, Greg
his-
Oden was injured. You
His
call-
knees and
I know.
ankles
You
were
can't count
busted.
an injury as a bust.
Busted.
No, that one dude though. There was another dude, Anthony. Bennett.
Yeah.
He not the biggest bust, but I would say he was a bust. I don't know who else. I
About
could probably-
Darko.
if I thought long enough, I could probably figure it out.
Darko, yeah.
But some of these guys had you got to have longer than 7 year career to not be a bust. Because I think now you get 5 to 7 years just on your first contract, so you'll hang around
Something
just
crazy.
because of that. Yeah. Okay,
All
what
right,
you got?
Where's the score at first?
9-4, John.
9-4, John. All right, Jeremy. You gotta step up
Quickly,
your game.
NFL.
I'm failing here.
Get it, John Gale Sayers. Sorry, go ahead.
NFL trivia, which stands for not for long. Okay, here we go.
The No Fun League.
Can you hear Ray?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. How many years must a player be retired to be eligible for the Pro Football Hall of Fame?
Jeremy, 5.
Yep, it's 5.
All right.
You got to keep score
I
now.
just realized there's a delay, so I'm
Is
trying
there?
to let him have
Okay.
it. You know what I mean? Because it's like
You got to score now. So that's
Okay.
now
I think
it's
Zoom
five-
has
five
a
to
delay.
nine.
I think when he
5
hears
to
it,
9?
yeah, he doesn't hear it.
Yeah, that's
as
why
fast.
I'm losing is because there's a delay.
Correct.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
I'm in person. I'm losing.
I just love that you said that's the hardest one, which it kind of was a pretty hard one.
Yeah.
But yeah, go ahead.
What record-setting quarterback was the NFL's 82nd draft pick in 1979?
Record set. Oh, man, 82nd draft pick? That's only like the second or third round.
In
Third round
79.
pick. It's a third
82nd
round.
and 79.
Third
How many
round pick.
teams were there in '79?
3?
8.
Yeah.
16. Trying to think of who then eventually matured into the 80s.
Record-setting quarterback.
Yeah.
82nd. Holy smokes.
80s, 85s.
Yeah, I think of the ones that were drafted like in the mid 80s.
Yeah, or playing at least
This
for
is
big.
79.
He would have been big by the early to mid 80s. It's like 83
Right.
on.
Okay. 5 seconds.
I know.
You're going to kick yourselves.
John,
John?
John.
Steve Young.
No.
He was ranked. I know he
79.
got drafted high.
Danny White.
Danny White.
I know, but he's got to be somebody record setting too. Bradshaw was in the early 70s.
Time.
Who was it, Ray?
Joe Montana.
Oh, it was Montana. Okay.
Yeah.
I was on the right team. I picked Young. He was replacing Montana.
He was also record setting, so
Yes.
that was
Right.
very descriptive.
82nd.
Montana. Big Sky.
82nd.
Yeah, out of Notre Dame. That's only the third round. That's actually not that low for a quarterback.
What sportscaster posted an NFL coaching record of 103?
Jeremy, John Madden.
That's who it was. That's who it is.
John
That's
Madden.
right. We'll give it to him. All right.
Another guy we could do. We could do impressions of John Madden.
It was the
one night, too.
delay.
It's out.
Boom. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
What 3 NFL teams had lost 4 Super Bowls each through
John.
1996? John?
3, you said?
What 3 NFL teams?
Had lost 4. Vikings?
Yes.
Broncos? No,
Yes.
Bills. Broncos and Bills.
Yeah, that's all 3.
That's all 3. All right.
Nice. Woo. Do you want to phone a friend?
10-6.
I'll phone Jeremy.
Which player was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame at a younger age than anyone else? What player was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame at a younger age than anyone else?
It's got to be somebody
So
passed
the
away.
youngest.
Jeremy.
So the youngest.
Jeremy.
Somebody passed away.
Jeremy.
I'm going to go Jim Brown.
Negative.
Good call, though.
Trying to pick a great player who passed away. What's his name? What's Brian's song? What's that dude's name?
You said it earlier.
Oh, Gail Sayers?
Yeah, Gail
Gail
Sayers.
Sayers.
Ah, my Chicago guy.
Well, it wasn't what I was
I
thinking.
knew it was one of those
Yep.
guys that hung it up early.
No, I was thinking Gail Sayers. Brian's song is about Gail Sayers with his buddy, who's his running back mate, who was dying. I thought maybe they put him in because he died. You know, Jim. No, I can't remember his name now. It's not Jim Kelly. Sorry, go ahead.
Okay, easy one, possibly.
Love the rankings.
Who is the only Hall of Fame quarterback that is left-handed?
John.
John.
Steve Young.
Steve Young.
Steve Young. All right.
Those is easy.
Not Michael Vick.
He might.
Which legendary player has won the NFL's Most Valuable Player award more than any of his peers?
NFL player?
Yes, 5 times.
And it's 5 times, yeah.
5 times.
5
MVP.
times.
Well, I'll say the obvious, but I don't think it's right. Tom Brady. But I know it's not.
Not Tom Brady.
I know. NFL.
Jerry Rice?
No.
It didn't
No.
give. Did it give a position? It just says player.
No, just player, no position.
5 times. That's probably maybe a running back. I
Just
don't know.
keep guessing.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Peyton Manning.
I'm okay.
Peyton Manning. Peyton Manning.
That was
Yeah,
what you said?
Jeremy got
Peyton
it.
Manning? You
Peyton
got it.
Manning. Yeah.
So 1 of 2, obviously. And by the way, Chippy loves Michael Vick. Go ahead, sorry.
Too soon. Too soon. Chippy works with Michael Vick, doesn't he? It's like the spokes
They
dog.
did a commercial later
He did.
together. Go ahead. Sorry.
Isn't the like sad music playing and
Yeah,
Sally
it is.
Struthers?
And Sarah McLaughlin singing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which Rocky actor once played in the NFL?
John.
John.
Carl Weathers.
Carl Weathers.
Played for the Raiders. Linebacker.
Did he?
Did he really? I didn't know he played for the Raiders. All right, give us one more.
A team has had a completely perfect season only once in the history of the NFL.
Jeremy.
What year?
John.
1972 Dolphins.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah.
Wow.
There you go.
You know, if you'd have stopped when he said it, he'd have got it wrong
Applause.
because he would have said the Dolphins, and the question was what year.
Sorry, John.
It's all right. It's all right.
Thought I was in your corner, man. I'm
It's all
sorry.
Chippy. It's cool.
Chippy.
What's
Good
Chippy's?
job.
What's
Thank
Chippy's
you. That was
say?
fun trivia. I liked it.
Nice.
Thanks for coming, Jeremy.
Good times.
fun.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
Absolutely. Anytime, man. We thank you so much for coming on. If you ever get out here, let us know. We'll get you in studio and we'll
For
goof
sure.
around.
If I take that 6-hour trip to the beach,
Yes.
I'll meet you there. And yeah,
We'll record on the beach.
yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
Yeah.
right on.
That works. All right. John, you want to take us out?
Sure. Thanks, Jeremy, for joining us. Thanks, everybody, for listening. Follow us on everything.
Right.
Social
the
media,
freeway.
social media sites, the freeway, the gas line, whatever.
That was, you know what? I did watch on YouTube, and I finally know that Jared's up here
Oh yeah.
in the square,
Yep.
Right.
and John's
I'm
over there.
sitting on your head.
John's over there.
What else is new?
Floof floof.
It was fun.
I'm sure the listening audience is loving what you're doing right now.
Well, they can see.
For the
Only the
listeners,
ones who
Scott,
can
is,
watch.
Scott is pointing at the
that's
boxes. If you,
It's an incentive to watch.
Some people are audio, they're not visual.
Okay.
if you're driving, you probably shouldn't watch.
Some people are sensory, they like touch. Some people like sight, some people like hearing
I got you.
or smell or taste.
Yes, sir.
So when can we read the podcast?
That's it right there.
Transcript.
Script it.
Transcript. Turn
Get it.
on subtitles.
You guys are great. You guys are such a great audience. We thank you for being here. Everybody say goodbye.
Bye guys.
Bye.
See ya.
We out.